Hi! So I'm getting ready to make these mini tumblers, which I decided on 5/8 of a pound. I think of them as half pounders, but I think I want these to be a little bit taller. Not so mini anymore. Maxi mini. So here's what I do. I'll show you on the next one. I divide my block of clay into 4, and then I roll them into logs, each of the 4 pieces. Roll it into a log, and then I just rip. This is the one that's coming straight out of the bag. For small pots, I don't really wedge. I just rip it right off the log. And I can't tell what you can see and what you can't see, but feel free to ask questions, and in a minute my partner will be back. Nima, he is my great studio assistant and tech assistant and media assistant. So this one, because I added like 3 little clumps of clay, I'll just do a little quick wedge to it.
Moving over to the wheel.
Okay.
Do you need your wire trimmer?
No,
Oh, you have one right there.
One here, yeah.
Oh, all right. Let's get a good angle on this.
Called a cutting wire.
Cutting wire. Okay, bring this down.
Okay. Alright, you're on it. I'm on it.
How's your mirror?
We're on it. It's perfect.
Perfect.
Thank you, Neems. Look, you're such a good studio assistant and very handsome too.
Hey.
Okay. Sometimes when it's right there, this whole thing gets in the way. Is that in the way?
No, you're great.
Okay.
Because it's not wide. But the chopstick's right there.
That's what I mean, like all that stuff.
Well.
This is so nice with that light on.
Boom.
If you haven't seen me throw before, I like to talk a lot about the breath. Right here. You blow the pot into existence.
Breathe life into the pot. There we go. That's better.
Okay.
Oh, okay. This doesn't work.
What doesn't work?
Now we're just seeing the top of your head.
Oh, yeah, that's not good. Even though extra special angle.
Let's try this.
This one is too wide. I'm hoping that 5/8 is not too much. So right before we started here, I threw 2. One was a half a pound and one was 5/8 of a pound, which is so similar but so different. See how big this is now? That guy is chunky.
That's huge.
Okay.
That's like a pint glass.
It's too big. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna have to figure this out. I might have to make them just a little bit taller and thinner, and have a brand new size tumbler. Or I could take off.
Pinch off a little.
I could take a tiny bit of clay off every single one, but that won't be very scientific. Okay. So.
But that's
see
too
here.
big. That's too big.
Let's see. Now we have 3 different sizes to start. Okay.
This one was too small.
Get this out of the
That
way.
one was too big, and this is just right.
That one in the middle is just right. It really is.
So.
How did it get so perfect? Okay, let's see. We're going to start over with the chopstick. That's step number 1. Just
Pushed it up a little higher.
I just got it out of the way. Yeah, I just flicked it up away. Okay. That's the exhale. There's the exhale. I put a spiral in the bottom of almost all my pots.
Signature.
Signature spiral. Oh yeah.
It's still too wide, right? I don't know. I brought it in. Nice.
Yeah, it always starts off with a wide base. For me, that's how I make cylinders. That's how I learned. Wide base.
That would look fun to watch. This is the angle people want to see right here.
Where you are at?
Yeah.
You want to give them your angle?
I'm going to give them my angle. It's way better. At least from my eyeballs perspective.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty good actually.
Great. Okay, so these are going to be just like a little bit taller, but I like the slender form a little bit better. I try to minimize the steps because I like to say I pray to the god of efficiency.
The goddess.
I think of efficiency as a masculine thing, but maybe not.
Okay.
Okay, so I think that this is a pretty good one, and I'm going to say that this is the new standard. I'm going to use a little bit of this clay to fortify
Here.
this system here. Okay, so let's press that in there. I need longer chopsticks because this one doesn't totally reach, but if I get it just to the height, that's enough for me, I think. Clean that for next time. Clean my hands so I can pick it up. And we're off and running. Okay.
A little
Get
taller.
yourself a cup of coffee and let's make some tumblers. You got a cup of coffee, Nate? No, it's a little bit late for coffee.
Decaf.
Time for a tea. Okay, we also have to keep an eye on my muscles. And, and notice how they get bigger in the next few weeks from just doing some pottery.
Buff.
Yeah, I almost always, when I start doing pottery, all of a sudden I'm like, whoom, like the kid at Safeway.
All ripped.
I recently saw this guy at Safeway. He could like barely rotate because he had so many big muscles. He was like 16 or something like that, and he had just spent way too many hours at the gym.
Getting ready for the gun show.
That kid?
You know, his muscles, his biceps, his guns.
Oh, the guns show. Guns show.
Get the guns ready for the beach.
And just gently have my fingers here at the rim so I can get down to the bottom without worrying about knocking it off center. I used this rib, I made this rib out of a piece of like steel strapping. I don't know what it's called, like it's super rigid. You can't do anything with it. And I just took one of those flexible metal ribs, bull ribs, and traced it onto this piece of steel, which I still have some more somewhere to make more ribs. And I made this beautiful.
You cut it out?
I cut it on a what's it called? Bench grinder.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, bench grinders are great. I made this tool also on a bench grinder from a kitchen knife, a footer.
A footer.
A footer. I made my own footer. Okay, now that's clean from the last time. Thank you, past Amy. Clean it again for future Amy. Whoopsie.
Whoa, Amy.
As time goes on, this is gonna dry out and it'll hold it better. But for now, it's like a little precarious.
Pretty precarious.
Precarious.
All right, now we're cooking with gas.
Now we're cooking with gas. When I throw that, I have to also make sure to not hit that Q-tip. What is it called? Chopstick. Q-tip. Toothpick. Chopstick.
Okay. Now I'm going to rotate this one more time.
So one thing I have noticed in my
This might be-
cruising on Instagram and whatever is that I don't see that many women production potters.
Female presenting
Production potters. And so I'm having this idea that I might do a little mentorship program where I train a crew of female presenting people who want to become potters, production potters. So I'm just planting that seed right now.
This is a pretty good angle. I found it.
Okay. Great.
Down low.
Too slow.
Look at that. It's pretty mesmerizing.
Nice.
Just spinning.
Except for that, it's like my head.
It's touching your head?
Well, I can't. It's probably good because I'm trying not to like have my
I can
head
scoot
down
it
there
back.
anymore.
Oh,
You
okay.
know how like I'm trying
So it
to
kind of
not-
keeps you from...
It forces me to not do
to use
that.
your mirror.
Yeah, the mirror. Use the mirror.
How's the angle of
Use
the mirror?
the force, Luke. The mirror is really good. I just don't use it. Actually, if it was a little bit higher, it would be better.
Higher up?
Yeah, like I can't see the base of this with that.
Because of the lip. This lip.
Exactly. Yeah. So if it was just a little bit higher.
Like if it were here?
No, well there, but like that. Yes, that's ideal. That's absolutely ideal.
Okay.
So everybody out there, I have some problems from doing production pottery for 25, 30 years.
You have some body...
I have some body idiosyncrasies, let's call them, instead of problems. They are unique body experiences, mostly in my neck. Also maybe a little bit of my lower back. And so I'm trying to correct those now as I go back to doing pottery by having new habits. And one of them is to not bend my whole body over to the side to look at the form of the pot. Instead, I'm trying to stay nice and centered and vertical right here. And my mirror is one of my main tools. I'm trying to retrain myself. I'll take that out. There is no try, only do. I'm like into the Star Wars. Oh, great. That's great. Thank you, Nima.
I can go higher if you need it.
Nope, I can see everything now.
Sweet.
So I am retraining myself to use this mirror instead of
Crooking your neck.
laying down over my right leg to see. Oopsie, I almost forgot my signature spiral. That's ideal. I should really be able to get to the height in 2 pulls, like that one. And then I'll just kind of finish the form here. This is just running over the clay without moving the clay. Okay. This is still actually not totally perfect. Let me do this. Okay, I'm just messing with the mirror here. And it's wild, but like even like a 1/16 of a pound difference makes a difference with the size of the tumbler. So sometimes I have just a hair more clay and then it's like, oh no, this one is just too big. Make it a little wider. So unfortunately I can't see the camera. So I don't know if anybody's asking any questions, but if you have comments, I'll answer them later, or questions, I'll answer them later. I'm happy to do that. Happy. Okay. Uh-oh. I think what I need is that there's actually these pointers that you can get that are freestanding instead of this chopstick situation. Exhale. Exhale, what I like to say is exhale on the precision move when you're trying to do something controlled. Like a pull. These are really nice little glasses for water or juice or I don't know what else. Water and juice. What else? Coffee, tea, I guess. What would you use a little tumbler for, Neems? I think we usually use them for water. Tea, yeah. If I don't take that clay off the bat, it winds up running underneath the pot. Alright, rock and roll. Oh man. Oh man. Okay, gotta get that set again. This is like totally problematic here. I think I just need a longer chopstick. I used to have porcupine quills, African porcupine quills. Uh-oh, that one has a hole in it. So I'll just, I'm gonna put a little piece of clay just right next to that one so I remember to patch it. Let's see here. I'm gonna put it on the side. Deal with it. Just put a little piece of clay right under his foot, and I'll put that on the inside later. Okay, so deep. Some people measure the bottoms of their pots, but I just don't bother. I just trust myself that I know, and then every once in a while I go through like that. But these don't get trimmed, so I don't need to leave clay to trim on the bottom. I just need to have enough that there actually is a bottom.
Do you need this here? Boat, house, beds set up?
No, that was for your brother's place.
Oh, 600 lover gate.
600 what?
Lover gate?
Lower gate.
Oh, lower gate.
Watergate?
Hey. Got you, Nixon.
I'm in trouble. Lover gate. I'll meet you down by the lover gate. Yeah, these are a little bit on the big side, I think. I think we need next time right between a half a pound and 5/8 of a pound, which I think is, what, 9/16 of a pound? Is that right?
Oh, I found your pins.
Yeah. You can put those on top of the kiln names if you want, or in a windowsill.
Put it here to remind us.
Yeah. Some people are superstitious and say never put anything on top of the kiln.
Never say never.
Because the throwing drawing stick is so far out there. I'm making these a little bit too wide, I think. Ideally, when I put the sponge down, I'm done with the sponge. And I keep it in my hand as long as I need it. Instead of putting it down, picking it back up. It took me many years to figure that out, that I was wasting a lot of time by picking up the sponge, putting the sponge down. That's a little trick you'll learn with me if you're in my mentorship program, my Production Potters mentorship program. Epsom salts and water combined.
What is this
for thickening up the glaze when I do glaze trailing.
What you do here?
Yep. That's a good place for it.
What is this little rubber thingy?
I think that's what I was using when I was making those photo transfers. I think that's what I had it for when I did that.
So just put it in here for now.
That's kind of like a random, yeah, that's a good place for that.
What's this happy spot?
I don't know where I got that from. You can put it with the sponges. James, will you check every once in a while, see if anybody has any questions?
I can do that.
Yeah, it doesn't, there's no rush at all, but just...
Nope. I don't see any chat.
Okay, that's fine. Get in the groove here. This video will go on my POTcast.
What?
I said this video will go on my POTcast. Whenever we make these kind of longer, like throw in for an hour kind of videos, put them on my POTcast. But I do feel like these are too big. What? Too big?
You got that feeling, you're probably right.
Well, you know, I mean, maybe people will like them better, but in my mind, for what I like, for a little water glass, a little bit on the large side.
A lot of water?
Hmm?
It's a lot of water?
It's a lot of water. Yeah.
What's this corkboard for?
Like orders and stuff like that, just to stay organized about things.
Want to keep it?
It could get attached to the side of one of these. Yeah, it could be like there. What do you think? Because a dry erase, it turns out, is not the best thing because sometimes it gets erased by accident. But
Yeah.
a corkboard,
You post it.
yeah, it doesn't get accidentally erased.
So what did you glue this? No, you double-sided sticky taped it to something.
I think I just hooked it onto something or leaned it on something.
Yeah, I can see the double-sided sticky.
What'd you say?
I can
The double-sided
see
tape?
Yeah, I can see the double-sided sticky.
I think somebody else might have double-sided taped it, and then I picked it up from their like free pile at their garage sale.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever double-sided taped anything to anything.
Wow.
I know, it's pretty extreme, but it's true. Remember our fairy light scenes?
Oh yeah, they're beautiful.
Last night we hung up some fairy lights in our new house, and it transformed the room.
Very beautiful.
Huh?
It was very beautiful.
It was very beautiful. Let's see what's going on there. Okay. Just got the tiniest bit hungry. What about you? You just thought about it? Me and Newmark are a little bit psychic with each other. We often have the same feelings and thoughts at the same time. Okay. But I still have a little bit of a pile of stuff here. So I'm not ready for eating yet. How you doing, Nima?
Good.
What are you working on?
Organization.
Nice. Nima's cleaning up the whole studio while I'm at work. Isn't that amazing?
Not really cleaning, I'm just moving piles.
Well, I call that cleaning. Organizing, cleaning. Improving the flow.
Improving the flow. It's a nice meditation throwing. Where do you want to store this backdrop?
I don't know. Do you want to put it inside that closet thing, or is that too dirty in there? How about like on top? Oh, on top of this.
You sure?
On the very top? I think so. Because we're not going to use it, like, ever. That's where I put it for now. How about that?
For now.
For now.
You gonna eat?
Huh?
You want a beach ball?
Yeah. But after I'm done with these tumblers, we'll,
Actually, we're gonna wait for later so that it's less busy.
so that what? Less busy?
The beach is less busy.
That's alright. I don't think there's too many people there today.
Mark's there.
It's true.
Saying a lot.
Huh?
It's saying a lot right there.
If Mark's there, that's a lot. There's a lot of people on the beach. Mark and Grace. Mark's dog. Sometimes when I throw my meditation as this one's for the gallery. This one's for the gallery. What if this was the only pot I ever made in my life? attach it from the inside. We don't have our music on today, Names.
No. So, plaster.
Like where to put it? Also, remember that these racks won't have those boxes on the bottoms of them. The racks behind me. Everything that's on the bottom of these racks probably won't stay there, especially on that side.
Oh, I forgot. What is all that?
They're bisque pots that I brought from Oregon.
Oh.
Yeah.
Bisqueware.
Bisqueware. Some of it's even glazed. When we were ready to move studios, I had still some pots, of course, on the shelf that were in process, and I was like, well, I guess I'm packing these up. Coming with us. So just packed them up and they came with us. Let's see how they survived. I think that they did fine.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this.
What? It's looking so good, so much better. Yeah. Great. Oopsie.
So are you gonna throw that pile of clay and then be?
And then take a break, yeah.
Okay.
And then,
So you're more than halfway through.
am I already? No. I only have 12 made.
Oh. What are those? What are those two?
13,
over
14,
there for?
15. I need to patch the bottoms. I cut through the bottoms of them. Yeah.
2 in a row.
No, not 2 in a row. Just 2. One was, I think, the one I just made right before this one, and one I made towards the beginning.
Is that patchable?
Yeah.
Totally.
Easy. Yeah. Yeah, just add a tiny little bit of clay on the bottom when it gets leather hard. Oh, this one too. Okay.
No way.
Come on, Amy. Leave a little more clay on the bottom.
What happened?
Yeah. See? Can you see? Ooh. See the hole?
Oh. Amy.
Yeah.
Okay. It's not my future work.
What? It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay. My future self loves me.
Always.
Okay. But yes, come on. A little more
Base.
thicker bottoms, yeah. Baby got back.
Oh, no, I'm
How's am I splashing through yet? I turned my splash pan around reverse. Okay, this is a nice thick bottom. Maybe that's why these pots look so big, is because I'm not leaving big enough bottoms.
There we
go. So cute. Nima calls his mom mommy, and his parents, they came here from Iran in 1980-ish, 1979, 1980, and they call their children, his mom calls all the kids mama, she calls the kids mama, and his father calls the kids daddy. So it was like almost like as though it was just like a term of endearment. Like they learned it just as a term of endearment, but it's just the cutest thing. The father calling the children daddy, who are now all grown. He still calls them daddy. And Nima's mom calls the kids mama. So cute. It's good to, this rim is a little bit on the thick side, and it's good to keep them a little bit thin. Just for drinking, just a little bit nicer to have a thinner rim. Okay, let's see. Yeah, we got a thick bottom. And that's a nice sized one too. So, okay, from now on, thicker bottoms, nicer sizes. Thicker bottoms, nicer sizes. Thicker bottoms, nicer sizes. Okay. Thicker bottom, don't go Nice thing about working in production is like after a while, you just start taking risks and pushing the edges, and you can just do it so much faster, more efficiently, so much smoother. Okay. So if you're just coming on, or if you're watching on YouTube or something like that, on a video, feel free to ask questions and I will do my best to answer them. I don't always get the comments on YouTube, but I will do my best. If I see a comment, even if it's a couple years from now, I will answer it. I always answer all the comments. Butter. So, let's see how many more I have. 4, 8, 9, 10, 12, 16. I think I have 23 left, including this one on the wheel. I'm going to definitely have to go to the bathroom before that, because I actually have to go to the bathroom like right now. I think a good tool for a potter would be some kind of catheter system. I drink so much, oh shoot, I drink so much liquids. I don't like to get up. Just unusual happening. What the heck was that? Okay, let's see. Let's see if we repaired that enough. Yeah?
Sorry, I forgot you're on the thing.
That's okay. I was talking about your parents.
What?
I was telling everybody about your parents and how cute they are. Huh?
Cool.
Were you gonna ask me something? Maybe about the apples?
Well, tonight's feast at my parents' house?
Oh, they're having the feast?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're probably not going to go.
Great. Let us not feast. Okay. So that one.
Some kind of pest there are apples.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a worm or something.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, they're all... Not all of them. One bush.
Didn't you spray them with something?
Yeah, but that was after the apples were already established. So, like, it could have... Something could have laid its eggs on the apples.
Alright, I gotta go to the bathroom. I can't do this.
It's not good for your kidneys, Amy.
I can't hold it anymore. I start making mistakes and stuff. This one I almost ruined, but I saved it. This is the saved spot.
How's the bottom?
Perfect. I just started making them thicker on the bottom, and then all of a sudden they just all started coming out better.
8.
Okay, should we pause the live or stop the
Can't
live?
really pause it.
I mean, stop it?
Alright.
Yeah. Okay, bye everybody. Bye.